Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about a couple accessories that focus both on comfort and convenience. The first one focuses on in-cabin comfort, and the second one, tech convenience. Let's get right into it. As you may or may not know, the trunk of the 2024 Tesla Model 3 is completely exposed, where you have all the speakers and all that. So what we have is this rear trunk soundproof insulation. So here's what it looks like. It's gonna fit in just like this, and this should minimize road noise and create a more peaceful drive. This comes from Hansho, and Hansho was nice enough to send us both of these accessories, which I'm going to be talking about today. With this particular one, it's one piece and it goes in, like I said, like this. You do get some hardware with it right here. There are no instructions, or at least there were no instructions with this particular unit that I got. It seems to be pretty straightforward, but we'll have to see once I get in there. But again, this should create a nice or a more quiet ride, and we'll see if it delivers. Now that we've made the cabin quieter, let's see how we can make it more connected and more functional with this fast charger USB hub. Pretty self-explanatory. Plug it right in, and you have two USB-Cs and then two USB-As right here. And I believe it's a total of 27 watts of power. So more than enough to be charging at least one cell phone at full power at once, but you can use it, simultaneously if you want to. I just think that it'll be slower the more accessories or the more devices you start charging. And to add to the convenience, we have this MagSafe phone mount charger. So this right here is I believe you can get 50 watts out of your Apple phone. I believe it goes 5, 7.5, and 15 watts. So I'm not exactly sure how much you'll be able to get out of this while it's charging. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be using this to charge my phone. I would just probably use wired just because it's faster, but it is a nice place to put your phone next to the screen, so that way it's hands off and it's easily visible. What I've been doing is I've been putting my phone on the wireless pad under the screen there, which has been working, but sometimes you do want your phone maybe at more of a quicker glance, or easier to see. So this would be perfect. It is in black, so it wouldn't really match the screen, but really this part right here is going to be mostly behind it anyways. You might see this part here a little bit. So it does come in two boxes, which is kind of strange. You have, and I'm going to kind of show you here. Let me take this off. I'll take this off. So these two pieces came together like this, and this came by itself. So this is what attaches to the screen, and you have a knob right here. If you loosen this knob here, this is what enables you to move the actual holder up and down like so. And not only that, it also lets you move it this way as well. So let's say you want it to be this way on your phone, or this way on the on your screen, on a vertical orientation, you have it that way, or you can move it this way. So now you have it on a landscape orientation, and you can bring it down here if you wanted to. So I guess it all depends how far you've installed this on your screen. There isn't a template. I've seen other phone mounts like this that have a template to show you exactly where to attach this to the screen. This particular one does not. But what's nice about it is that, or actually what is also nice about it, the feature of it, this right here also turns. So let's say you don't want to have it visible all the time. You can easily, have your phone on the phone mount and then turn it this way, and now it's out of sight. I guess it all depends how far you've installed this particular piece onto your screen. So I'm gonna put the phone mount on it, the charger. Just take this piece off right here, and then you kind of want to put it in like so. Now you got the ball joint there, and that's pretty much it. Then you tighten it up, and that's it. This also does move like so. And then if you have it really tight, it'll be harder to move. You can always loosen this up here, and it'll be easier to move. Not that much, but enough that you can actually get a little bit more movement out of it. But put it here, because if you hit a bump or something, if it's too loose, it might drop down or something like that. I've seen those happen with other phone mounts. I don't know if it'll happen with this. It seems like it's nice and tight. Still has some movement, but not as much as if it was a little bit looser. So you can kind of play with that when you have it on the actual car. But super nice. Let me show you what else comes with. So you're going to also get, like I said, it came in 2 boxes. In the one box, I had the charger here, and then the other one, it was just this piece right here. With this, you'll also get, if I can see it here, you have a little hex key. The hex key is because you have this piece right here, the articulating arm part right here, which you can loosen up, I guess, to make it easier and harder to get this motion. So if you want to, you can tighten it. If not, you can loosen it to make this easier to be able to move. In here, you're also going to get another one of these adhesive circle pad things and some wipes to clean off the area where you're going to be adhering this to. Let me show you. This here is for your vent. So I guess you can attach this part to the vent and then have the foam on here. I probably will not be using this. And then you also have this if you want to put this on your dash. Something else I probably will not be using, or really anywhere I guess you can put this. And you'll get another one of these adhesive pads that comes with it as well. You also get a magnetic ring. So let's say your phone does not have MagSafe or doesn't have the capability to do this. You can add this to the back of your phone, the back of your case, and then you'll be able to use this system. Lastly, but not least, is going to be the actual wire, the cable, the cord, whatever you want to call it, to connect the charger to whatever you're using as an output for charging. So in this case, this will go into the hub, the USB hub that I have in the car. This end is USB-A, this end is going to be the USB-C. USB-C goes into this, USB-A goes into the hub. I would prefer if this was all USB-C, but you have this to make that happen. Or if you don't want to use it as a charger, you don't have to plug it in, which most likely is what I'm going to be doing. I don't want my car or my phone to be charging all the time. But I guess when it's already in my car, on the wireless pad where I usually have it, it's charging all the time. So yeah. Let's get these installed into the car and let's see how they work. All right, guys, so we're going to install the charger in here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open this up. I do need to take the tray out. Put that over here. And then you'll see, I don't know if you can see it from here, probably not, but you're gonna have this that comes in the box. So you're gonna get this here. This gets plugged into the cigarette lighter down here. And then you have these, which I'm not really quite sure what they're for. I guess maybe to keep the wires nice and clean, and maybe you put those along the inside here. I'm guessing that's what that's for, but I'm not sure if we're gonna use that. So we'll plug this in to the cigarette lighter. Sometimes, you do one step first, like putting this in, or maybe this in, depending on which is going to be easier. I'm not quite sure. So here you'll see that you'll have this wire kind of coming out this way. So what I'm going to want to do is because of the tray that we just took out, I don't want this to interfere with it. So we're probably going to try to either face this down or sideways, so there is no interference between this wire here and the actual tray. So we'll put that in, and I'm going to put it in sideways, facing kind of the driver's side. Sorry if I'm in the way there. All right, so that's in. And you'll know it's in because there's a little blue light, which you obviously cannot see from over there. But you'll see a little blue light down there that indicates that the actual, that there's actual power coming into the unit. So now we know that there's power. It's going off to the side. And then let's see how this, without even putting the thing in first, because we do need it to come up and out. I mean, not really. It's actually not that bad, so I don't think it'll affect it that much. And I don't know if I'll be able to put it in with the tray already in the actual, in its spot there. So I'm gonna try it. So we're gonna put, there are these two rails on either side, and let me grab my phone. I'll take some footage of that too for you. Sun is blazing today. Doesn't make this any easier. You want this to sit in there, and then this over here to sit in there as well. So you want to put it in a little bit sideways here. Make sure it's in the rail on both ends. And then you kind of bring it down. That'll fit there perfectly like so. And then you'll grab your connecting piece, and this goes to the bottom. It kind of fits in there as a little clip, just like you would have. I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the car, the screen here, the swivel mount, a lot of the connectors look like this. Let's see if I can find it. You know what? It actually might be easier doing this first. Connecting it there, you have a nice connection. See, there you go. You have the different colors there. Let's see what I kind of like when these USB hubs are more simple, no lights, not that many words. But we'll see. Maybe this will be a nice addition, and it might look nice, and I might be okay with it. But like I said, I like more simplistic looking, USB hubs. And I've noticed that there's not too many. A lot of them look like this. A lot of them already have the integrated chargers in them. And I've only seen a few of them where it's very simple. But let's try this out and see if we like it. Again, make sure they're in the rails, and then you push down, and that's it. That's the whole thing. And turn it on. You can see the lights are on there. I'm not really exactly sure. I guess you just keep going, pressing this button here to change the colors. You're gonna have green, you have red, this teal color, purple color, white, I guess like I don't know, warm white, orange kind of thing, green, that's blue, green again. But it's super nice. So then you put the, like I said, you can always use those little clips to kind of clip the stuff down, but I don't know if you really need to do that. Close that up, and there you go, just like that. Fits nice. Let's open this up again. In there, right in the rails, and that's that. And then you would grab, whatever charger you use, grab one from over here. Put it into the USB-C there, plug it in over here, and ta-da, we have power. Before I didn't have anything like this. I was just using the wireless charging pad just because I needed somewhere to put my phone and it would charge at the same time, which worked quite great. But the wireless charging pad isn't the fastest. So hopefully with this, I'll be able to charge much faster. Like yesterday, I was down to like 20% and I needed to do a few things. And this charger, the wireless pad, wasn't charging as fast as I wanted it to. So hopefully having this here will give me, 10, 15% more battery faster than the wireless charging pad would. And it fits aesthetically pretty nice. It's almost the same color as the actual, the console here. So it looks pretty like, almost looks like, it's part of the car. But it does look very nice. And it's, always nice to have other charging capabilities, ones that are faster than the wireless charging pad. Like I said, it's 27 watts of power. So it should be sufficient, at least for one device at a time, two devices at a time. I wouldn't go probably more than that because then you really severely lower the amount of charge, of how fast you can charge your device. And this light over here is green. I don't know if you can see that. And this one is over here blue. I wonder if that has to do something with, yes, it does. So as soon as I plugged it in over here, this turned blue. And now this one is green. So I'm guessing when it's in use, it goes blue. When not in use, it stays green. It's exactly the case here. All right, so we're going to install this phone mount on this side actually, because if I do put it on this side over here, because this rotating screen mount over here is so low, I'm not going to be able to see my phone, so it's going to be pointless putting it there, and I won't be able to bring this back all the way because it's going to hit the dashboard. So I really don't want that. I want to be able to have the flexibility of being able to hide the mount as much as possible if it's not in use. So we're going to put it over here. That way we can have it still, within reach and be able to have both landscape as well as portrait mode here. I mean, you could essentially take this piece off just to take some weight off of this piece for the time being, which I think I'm going to right now. It does say don't use for 24 hours. So we're gonna put that here. And I kind of want to put it in a spot where not so high up but not so low, because if I put it too low, then I won't be able to, miss the dashboard behind here. And it's like finding the right part of this, the back of the screen. Because there is no template, you kind of have to just play with it, but you can't really mess it up, I don't think, because you can slide this back and forth. I think I'm going to put it right around here to install, and then as needed, I can, move this piece this way and then up and down. So it's really not the most difficult installation. It's just really where you want to put it. You can put it here, you can put it down here, over here, here, pretty much anywhere you want. I think, right? I mean, makes sense on the corner, one of the top corners, because then you can do portrait and landscape. Down here, I mean, I guess you could put it here and here, but I don't know. I think my preference is up here. This side just really doesn't work for me. If you don't have a rotating screen mount, then it would work for you that way. But because I do, and it brings it about an inch lower, this is in the way, and it's just too low. It's just pointless on that side. So we're gonna put it over here. Now watch me struggle with this stupid red tape, because I always struggle with the stupid red tape. You could always leave this, what is it called? The little, screen, not the screen, the actual foam mount on it. Just for like a visual of where you're gonna be putting it. And so there's really no right or wrong, I don't think. I know I said I was gonna take it off, putting it right back on. But it does make it considerably heavier because you have this piece over here. So trying to install it may not be the best idea, but what I'm going to do is just to kind of line it up where I want it to be. I'm going to put it around here. Boom. Try to get it nice and straight there. See, right now it's kind of slagging or sagging, but it doesn't matter because you can bring that up and down as needed. And I think what I'm going to do is hide the rotating arm, well, just for the installation, so where I can see the arm right there. I think that is where I'd like it to be. So I'll put that there just for, and it goes back here. Perfect, nothing in the way. And so that's, I think, where we're gonna have it. So now I will be taking this off. And yeah, so again, watch me struggle with this tape, because I always do. Maybe, huh? Getting a lip here. Almost there. All right, look at me. Yeah, baby. Let's get that out of the way. So now we will come back here. So I think it's pretty good. You can't see it there. We could hold off and wait to put this thing on just to really so it really adheres in there, which is what we're probably going to do. However, I do want to just kind of quickly test it to see, or to make sure that I have it in the right spot. There you are. Take this off now if we wanted to, and let's see if I can hide it back here. Perfect. Looks like I won't be able to see it from there. I can bring it back out. Now let me just quickly put my phone on it to see what that looks like. Oh, well, yeah, don't use the phone because it'll fall right off. So let's put it back on. And but now we know that that's going to be pretty good there. So we'll follow directions. Let it stay for a while. And it'll be good. So I just showed you what not to do. And we'll do it again. Perfect. All right, so we'll give it 24 hours and we will come back and then later on put the charger on. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you the actual charger here. I'm just going to plug it into the USB hub that we have down here. So we'll plug in the USB-A, sorry, right down here. And then we'll plug it into the back of this. There you are. As you can see, it lights up. And it says fast charging, 15 watt max. I think with Apple now, with the Apple phones at least, you can get the full 15 watts when you do charge. Let's put this on here so you'll see it should maybe charge, maybe not. I do have a case on this, and then I have the Go belt here. And usually I don't have any issues with charging wirelessly with this setup here, but for whatever reason, it's not charging. So I'm not sure if it's something that I'm doing, or you know, I think the car is off, so maybe that is the reason why. Yeah, there you go. I'm done. Car was off. I was just sitting in here. So now you see it is charging. I'm gonna take it off. And then I'm gonna put it back on. Ta-da, perfect. So you can use this to charge if you wanted to, you don't have to. you know, you'll have this wire here, but like if you're not doing it all the time, like I won't have this plugged in all the time. It's gonna be perfect if you need to just kind of quickly do it. Have the phone on the mount charging and getting your 15-watt max on there, unless you want the unless you want to do fast charging. Yeah, then you can go USB-C to USB-C and get the full power that way. But really, there is no right or wrong way. But once this is adhered and sticking here, so we'll probably do it at some point tomorrow, we'll actually start using it. We'll put this on there and see how well it does on the road. All right, so we're going to put the wireless charger on the piece over here. We waited more than 24 hours. That way we had a great hold. So hopefully this works. So let's put this in here. And now we're gonna tighten this up. It's pretty easy. Alrighty, so now should be nice. Let's take this off. Let's put the phone on there. All right, look at that. Works nicely. And now you can watch the playback of the video right there. Might be a little too high there, but I could definitely bring it down. All right, look at that. Pretty secure. So now we'll take a nice little ride and see how well it stays on the charger. There. You can bring it in this way because you can tilt it a little bit there. All right, so let's take this ride. See how well it holds. I have about I don't know, like a 25-minute ride home. And probably won't be shooting all 25. Maybe I will. We'll see. All right, let's roll. Few bumps there, holds well, held well. However, I always try to avoid the bumps anyway, so. A little bouncy. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Holding. Just a little bouncy. I wonder if I could maybe tighten this up back here so. But it's nice because it's right at arm's reach. If I need to grab it, easy to see. And it's still not covering any of my windshield, so it's out of sight there. So far so good. What are we, like 4 minutes, 5 minutes into this trip or whatever, and it's been holding up quite well against any minor bumps that we've hit so far. It is very bouncy though, so you can see here. I'm not sure if the one that we have in the Model Y bounces as much as this one does. I did tighten the back where the wireless charging pad meets the actual how do you know what do you want to call that, the stand part, and I think back here it's pretty tight. I'll have to tighten that up to see if that is the issue there, but it's holding, so that's really what matters. Oh, you know what it may be actually? Now that I'm kind of looking at this, or I just did it like this. So the screen itself is on a swivel, right? So I think because of that, this is more bouncy than it would be if it was completely stationary. So I don't think it has anything to do with the actual stand, the MagSafe magnetic car charger here. I think it has to do more with the actual screen on the rotation. Because I'm going to show you when we stop here. See if I do this, see? Has that like play there, so if I'm hitting the bump, this is going to see it. Or you're going to see it over here because of it. And when the screen is by itself, you'll see. You don't really notice that there's any movement on the screen itself. At least I've never noticed any movement on the screen itself. Like right there you did because it was a bump, but otherwise not really. And I think this is in there pretty, like, tight. I don't know if I can tighten it even more. So that just might be what it might be. So it has nothing to do with this stand. I think it has to do with the actual screen swivel. So something to keep in mind if you do end up pairing, these things together. The the screen swivel mount and the MagSafe car charger. That you're gonna get that bounciness there, which is something that you could or could not get used to. Maybe you can tell where there's a crazy glare coming from it, so come from here. You just have a screen protector. I wonder if I went with like a matte screen protector, one of those privacy ones, which I probably won't do, but just saying, I wonder if that'll help with the glare that I'm getting off of it right now. It's definitely in a nice little position right here. I like it there. Easy for me to get, one-handed. I can put it right back. It is not connected to the charger part is not connected right now, but easily, I showed you today, plug it in here, plug it down here in the USB hub that I have from Hansho. So there you get, connection, a charging connection. One, you can, save MagSafe charge it. You can go straight wire charging, using USB-C from the hub. Multiple ways to charge your phone while in your car, and multiple phones and devices for that matter. So this is a great 1-2 combo, having the USB hub paired with the magnetic car charger. You can use the charger, the magnetic car charger as intended, or you can just use it to hold your phone there. It's completely up to you, and use it as needed. It's held well. I think what are we on, 13, 12 minutes, 10 minutes into this trip already, and it has not fallen off. And I do want to show you. Back here I have, like I showed you earlier, the MagSafe charger, the Go belt for one-handed operation. And then this is a MagSafe case, and this is a MagSafe phone. I believe it's the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So even through all of that, granted, the charger has, the case has the built-in magnets, but even through the Go belt, you can still get good adhesion with it. It holds up pretty well. I guarantee you that if you didn't even have the Go belt, it would hold on even better, but just like this, it's holding up great. All right, so it's held. I think we don't need to record more of this because it's just gonna be me driving with this staying on. If it does fall, I will let you know. But yeah, great piece, great addition. If you want to have your phone somewhere easily accessible, able to charge, so that way it's all within an arm's reach. We made it all the way home. Not once did this fall off. So it worked as it should. No complaints here other than the little wobble that we had, but I think we figured out that it has to do more with the case. See if I'm doing that, you can see the wobble. Sorry, more with the screen being on a swivel mount than it is the actual phone holder here. Held up nicely. Put that there. Plug that in. Plug that in down here. You'll see the lights pop up. Let's plug this, or not plug it in, but put it on this phone, and bam, it charges as well. So if you want to do some MagSafe charging, you can do it that way. Personally, I would probably just use the USB hub to put a USB-C to USB-C for faster charging, because at the end of the day, you've got to still see the charger here, So, because here, it's kind of the same thing. You can see the wire here, and doesn't really change anything. It's not like I'm hiding this and going behind it or anything. So like you get a real wireless experience. You still have wires. So I'll probably still use USB-C to USB-C and just plug it right into the phone for a much faster charging experience. But at least you get the option of being able to do it this way if you wanted to. So these 3 accessories were a great addition. You're gonna have the magnetic car phone mount with the USB hub. Both a great combo. Gives you, I wouldn't say unlimited charging capabilities, but multiple charging capabilities. And then you add in the insulation for the back for the comfort. Listen, I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but it did sound like it was better. But if anything, at least it completes the trunk, so it's no longer exposed. So it looks much cleaner back there now that it is all covered. I think all 3 accessories were a great addition. Could definitely recommend. I wish this was about this big as opposed to this whole thing right here. But the nice thing is that you can do that and ta-da, it is gone. So no longer see it. And if you want to use it, you just bring it this way and there you are. So put it back there. So with these accessories, this should help to improve the daily experience, with quieter daily commutes, longer road trips, and faster, easier device charging, creating a more premium feel in your Model 3. Like I said earlier, these 2 accessories should improve both in-cabin comfort and tech convenience, reducing road noise, as well as being able to charge in multiple ways. Let me know what you think of this setup, if you have something like this, or if you have something different. Thanks for watching, and if you've liked this video, give it a nice thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Comments, questions, suggestions, anything at all. Use the code CruxofTech for a discount. And like always, keep on living a modern lifestyle through technology. Peace. Bye.